All right, y'all. So, what the hell? I'm getting my cable installed, and it's been an all-day thing. He had to run the wire, the big wire, way from over there. And I guess it's an actual wire going directly to my house. So he has been working his ass off, and it's still not done. So I've been here since I got off work. Let me my thumbnail. So what I'm doing right now, I'm using my passport to go through and go through the moments in the vlog. The main topic here is the countertop, because that was a trial and a tribulation, okay? And to this day, it's actually still not complete. All right, so we're walking in the house. You can see how the rest of it looks dirty and nasty. You can see I didn't even get a good clip of the kitchen, really. Blue countertop, the old nasty stove top, backsplash, all of that. The cabinets are actually gray, but I turned them black. So the first thing I knew I wanted to do, I knew I wanted to cover those cabinets. They were old cabinets, don't get me wrong, and I knew I would eventually replace them. Eventually I want to move the whole kitchen to the other wall. But for right now, this is gonna have to do. Because it's not bad where it is. I just want it to all be in line with my refrigerator. We still got that nipple light up at the top. But at first, I wanted to go ahead and attempt to clean that stovetop. I wanted to sell it. I wanted to see if I could do something to it. So, I went on a journey. I looked up all kind of stuff. I'm actually looking down to look at the video because it's keeping me on track. I cleaned and cleaned and soaked and cleaned, and I hope I did not get cancer, God forbid, because I inhaled some of that stove. Do not play with that stove top. Do not play with that stovetop cleaner. It's nothing to play with. I think I forgot to mention, before I tried epoxy, I tried the it's called tabletop epoxy. It's a company or whatever, but I was going to try my own version of it by just painting and buffing and then going over with just a clear epoxy. And so that's how that turned out. Wasn't the worst, wasn't the best. So then this is real life. I measured the stovetop. I wanted to go ahead and replace it. I looked up and I was on golly, it's a lot of hair. I looked up and got on Facebook Marketplace like I do all the time, and I found a stovetop. When he plugged it up, I was like, oh, this is a steal, because it looked darn near brand new. It might have had like a scratch or two, but the heating was outstanding. So those are the first attempts at epoxy, as you can see. So yesterday I went back and repainted over this backsplash because we got some yellowing. I didn't put my polyurethane on quick enough, and then they started taking this light down, and some dust got in it before it was dry. So I just went back and painted it white. We're just gonna keep it white. I don't think it looks bad, you know, against that. That's fine. Today we're gonna change this shower head. We got a better one. It's gonna be, it's hot. This still is messed up, but you can kind of see the yellowing in here. So I'm gonna be going back in with the sander just to get some of that out before I put the polyurethane on it. But other than that, this bottom piece is pretty much finished. I also could clean this up a little bit because it's just, these pieces weren't exactly straight when he cut them, but I don't think they look bad still. They're just not the cutest. It's just not. Obviously, I need to clean this sink out. I'm gonna put the polyurethane on, and then I'm gonna drop the sink, I'm gonna drop the stove, and clean the sink. Obviously, it's paint and shit in there. We're gonna change this out, and we're gonna see how the kitchen looks so far. So far, I think it looks so much better than it did. I do have before pictures of what it used to look like. Remember, we removed that. So we need to put up sheetrock over there and then paint it. See, you can see it's no sheetrock. I don't know why that happened. There's the cabinet. I need to go back over these with polyurethane. I don't believe I did them all. I do have a little bit of I sanded a little bit too deep right there, but I think I'm gonna just pop some white paint in there, let it dry, and polyurethane over it, because baby, I ain't got the tan. Nope. Is do not do not epoxy, do not do any of this with appliances in the damn thing. Like, a sink is okay, but a stove, my stove is right here. Do not do it. And honestly, that was not my plan. That was my plan to do it that way anyways. But when you're working with other people, they just do whatever the hell they want. Okay? They just do. And it's just irritating because it just made my job 10 times harder. Actually 20, because it's just not how it was supposed to go. In the process of me doing this, like, why are you putting in the sink right now? The shit is still wet, like, why? But it'll be all right. Like, I'm fine. It's fine. It's still cute. It's gonna be cute. If it don't turn out cute, then I'm gonna take this shit down. I'm gonna start again. But I think it's fine. I really should have filmed doing this epoxy so y'all could see how to do it. But just too many fails. Like, I did it 3 times and I kept getting better, but I kept doing shit. Like, I kept touching it when it was supposed to be setting. I kept doing too much. So don't do that if you can help it. But I can't help it sometimes. A little nutty. Going in again. It's a lot of yellowing underneath here. But I'm not too worried about that. And you can still see some of the old countertop right here. But the sink is gonna cover it, which is why I didn't focus there, and I was trying not to glue. I was trying not to glue the stove to it. I think it's looking pretty damn good, girls. Riggedy. See his little bald spot? He scratches his little head too much. All right, go on now.
kind of smells.
To be honest, one thing that I want to stress is that, and I'm looking down because I'm looking at the video, but one thing I want to stress is that you have the ability to change your mind about anything. So if I go through this whole process and I literally am done with it, that's just what it is. I didn't waste my time. I learned something. It occupied my life the way that I wanted it to, and that's just it. Cause I mean, I've had times where I absolutely did nothing. Like I was working on nothing. I was doing nothing, and yeah, I wasn't happy. So I'm working on this house. I'm working on the kitchen, and I'm so many things I have changed my mind on. It's crazy, but I don't feel bad about it. I don't feel bad about it. I don't regret it. I don't nothing. It's just what it is.